Hey guys, welcome to the live. I'll give everybody a few moments to get in here. Yeah, I'm running off for like 4 hours of sleep. So we gonna do this message because I've been putting it off. Why get on here and forget what I'm talking about? My big ugly secret. Y'all wanna know what it is? Cause I'ma tell you. And it's no coincidence that I'm not like dressed, ain't no makeup, ain't no nothing, right? This is just me. And so, which is perfect for what I'm talking about today. Absolutely perfect. I'm in pajamas. Hi there. Which is perfect for today. This one's going to be a quick message. Go ahead and like the live. Um, I just wanted to share this with the world because I know a lot of people struggle with this and they don't say it. They don't say it, but you can tell by how they show up for different things that they actually feel this way and nobody talks about it. And I think a lot of people just feel like, oh, well, I'm the only one, or, you know, it's too embarrassing to talk about. So that's what I wanted to share with my big ugly secret is, and something I've held in for years. For years. I think I might have mentioned it casually on one of my lives, but yeah. And I think you guys will notice once I tell you the things I've done to cover up this secret will make sense when you look through my videos. It'll make sense when you looking through my channel. So I would say growing up, I just felt like I had favor, especially with my grandmother being the oldest grandchild in St. Louis around her, but not the oldest grandchild. And I just felt like I had favor with her. And I really didn't care what the rest of the world think. I just felt like I was the apple of her eye, I got to school age and my other cousins started being born. And so I never really sought anybody else's approval. A bond between a grandparent and a grandchild is very special. So as long as I feel like I had my granny and my granny's approval, I didn't need anybody else's. But when I stepped outside of that, I noticed that I had a lot of other females in the family, girls in the family, didn't like me. They did not like me. They did not like me. And to go even further, some of them used to put their hands on me. I've skinned both knees because of a family member. I got permanent scars on my knees. I've got different things that I grew up with, constantly being told, you black and ugly, you black and ugly, different things, you talk too much, just constantly being pushed down, right? So I really, after a few years of that, and that's all you hear, like that's all you hear from somebody, you start to believe it. You're a kid. So you got to think. You got to think you're a kid. So I'm reading these comments. You trying to get your green card. I'm trying to be serious, y'all. I'm telling y'all my big ugly secret. So go ahead and like the live if you in here. I see it's 14 people. So it took me a long time to admit this to people or even admit this to myself. But I spent most of my life thinking I was ugly just because somebody else told me I was. And, later on I found out I wasn't. I was actually better looking than most people. Especially in my youth, you have everything going for you. And so I was coming to find out that I really felt ugly. I always thought I was fat. Always thought I was ugly. I always feel like I had to overcompensate in some way to be accepted because what was being said to me was getting on the inside of me. And I really, what kids say to other kids can stick. What a parent says to a child can stick even more. So watch what you say to kids. They take it to heart and they carry it for the rest of their life. And you don't even realize I just shaped the whole, human experience this person's probably going to have to age 30 until they finally heal from this. They realize where this seed was planted. Why do they always think they're fat? Why do they always, try to glamorize themselves? Because they're trying to compensate from somebody telling them they were ugly for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are overcompensating for where they feel their shortcomings are, not where their shortcomings actually are. So if I would have acknowledged that my shortcoming was something started playing, that my real shortcoming was confidence, self-esteem, then I would have been overly confident over this, over that. But instead, I felt ugly, so I just kept trying to mask it with hair. And I wasn't allowed to wear makeup, but I wear eyeliner and lip gloss or something to that effect. Or I made sure I was always dressed nice. Always had to be dressed nice. I made sure everything about me was like almost perfect, so nobody could say anything about me. And so I don't think a lot of people realize that there's a lot of teenagers and children and even young adults who are living a life built on a false foundation of somebody else demeaning them for years in their childhood, just talking down to them for years, casting that spell over them. Because that's all it is. All that negative energy that you put into tearing somebody down is witchcraft. And the goal is to get them to accept it. So for me to come on here today, it was meant for me to do the video today because I scheduled it. Um, I think this was supposed to be on Friday. Today is Monday. What's today? Child, today ain't even Monday. It's Tuesday. It was meant for today. It was meant for today. Thank you, Hector. So I just say this to you, that make sure you sow seeds of positivity into somebody, because you don't know how far deep, they're taking those words in. And you don't want to have karma from that later. Because that person is going to heal. And healing might mean cutting you off as a result. Now you want to, that was, we were kids. Yeah, what you said to me is what you said to me. And you'll find that those people don't treat you too different today. They never apologized. They never apologized. And they never own up to what they did. And that's a toxic relationship, and you need to cut it off. Because if you decide that I'm healing and part of my healing, I need to go talk to them and let them know that the words you said to me, you said them so often, so often. You said it so much that I believed you. They were like, well, that's your fault. That's a clear indicator. Okay, it is finally time for me to build up that confidence and say the words and cut them off at this moment. Okay? And you'll find that these people don't, even in adulthood, they don't talk to you any better. They're not any better. You know what I'm saying? So somebody might have been jokingly saying little things to you in a little mean, snarky kind of way. Any room for envy, jealousy, or somebody talking down to you and they said it more than once, they mean it. They mean it. There's no room for jealousy in a true friendship. That includes family members. That means this is a family member I cannot be friends with anymore. They get cut off like the rest of the world that is, pulling me down. I got to protect my mental health first. I think people are afraid to do that because, we're blood relatives. Yes, I can cut you off if you're going to be a pain in my side, even in adulthood. I love myself too much. I respect myself. And if you're going to show up in my energy constantly trying to tear me down because there's a jealous seed in you, people will be jealous of your energy. You might feel like they have more than you financially, or they might have a family and you're still single. They have things you don't have, and they still hate your energy. You're chosen, and most chosen ones are drawn to my energy, and they see my messages and they resonate, because these are the messages that are going to get you through. When you think like you've done something wrong and you haven't, it's just your energy is so good and pure, people hate it because they don't have it, right? Yes, even the little words matter. And it's like they'll pop up and say a little this, a little, they mean it. Why is that what you notice? Why aren't you like, you look great? Instead, you look like you finally got some money or you not broke today, they let you know what they think about you as soon as they open their mouth. They'll let you know what they're jealous of. As soon as they open their mouth, they'll let you know what they're jealous of. Okay? As soon as they open their mouth. They can't even help it. And so I just say this to say that if there's any tiny leak in the boat, it'll lead to a big leak later. Cut it off now before you drown yourself. Sink your own ship, allowing those leaks. If there are energy leaks around you, cut them off. They're not helping you get forward in life. These are probably the reason why the Most High hasn't given you the things you've been praying for, because you just won't listen and cut off these negative, toxic relationships in your life. And it's like, I'm not going to do all these miracles and all these wonderful things. And you got somebody sitting in your energy waiting to receive with you that don't belong there. You're not confident enough. You don't have enough faith in what I'm showing you to believe that you can live without this person. You don't cut the friendship off. It's a toxic friendship. It's a trauma bond. If you have more faith in that relationship sustaining you than you have in what I'm telling you as God, that feeling you got on the inside, you're not going to get what I got for you. Sit over there and get what you get from them. And that's real. So we have a lot of relationships that need to be cut off over our lifetime at different times. They pop up for a reason, a season, or some for even a lifetime. But if it's not one of those lifetime relationships, if they were there for a lesson, a reason, a transaction, they were just there for a season of your life, accept it. And when God tells you to cut it off at that time, cut it off. Because you're going to start blocking your abundance by holding on to those energies that don't deserve what you got coming. And you're going to suffocate yourself, so to speak, with those relationships. So having the wrong relationships in your life will hold you back. You keep asking for stuff, it don't show up because you got somebody sitting right there despising you. God looking at you like, I told you to cut them off. I keep showing you. I let them open up their mouth and speak directly to you in this manner, and you still won't take heed. You're seeing every single sign. What is the problem? Do you have more faith in that relationship than in your relationship with me? Just because I'm invisible and they're tangible? So you got to ask ourselves, how big is our faith? Do we trust our intuition? Do we have some level of self-respect to where we can cut people off who don't talk to us right or treat us right? Where's our confidence that we can thrive on our own with just God and not have toxic relationships, thinking that's going to make us more successful, right? So it addresses a lot of issues when you won't do that one thing. It brings up a lot of things to the surface, right? Are you trauma bonding? There's something you need to go back and heal, and this is the result of you holding this relationship too close for too long. Okay? So consider all those things, the spiritual things, the relationship things, and like I said, do you have any self-respect? What is your relationship to yourself? Oh, the relationship, we've known each other for 20 years. You've known yourself longer. You gonna keep disrespecting yourself? Exactly. So that's the point I wanted to make. But my big ugly secret was I allowed what other people were jealous of concerning me to really get on the inside of me. I genuinely thought I was ugly for years. Genuinely thought, you couldn't tell me I wasn't. I would criticize every picture. And so when I married somebody who treated me like I was ugly, never called me beautiful. That's the irony in that. Never once called me beautiful. Never. It got called out in an argument because he called somebody else beautiful. You accept those kind of relationships. That's how significant it was, you guys. That's how significant it was. So I just say this, when God is nudging you to get away from people, pay attention to all the signs. Does it always start off with some kind of negative or low vibrational energy, comment, gesture? Always something behind your back, always something rude in your face. Sarcasm is not your friend. Sarcasm has no place in a genuine friendship. Okay? So, I hope this helps somebody finally get the courage to cut off that toxic relationship in your life before it manifests into a big wound and you start attracting more of those relationships into your life. Okay? Trust your intuition, listen to your inner self, respect yourself, walk with confidence. Never allow anybody to say anything to you that you wouldn't look in the mirror and say to yourself. I don't joke with you like that, but I notice you do with me. Do you really need that relationship? No, you don't. That's the first sign, right? So, I hope this helps somebody. We've been here for a little minute. The next live with the big topic is going to be tomorrow. I think I said it for like 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and it's going to be talking about my dark night of the soul, my spiritual journey. So this one's going to be a big win. This one might go for an hour, okay? We're going to be talking about the trials of Job, and we're going to talk about some Ruth too, and how the journey of chosen ones is not pretty, it's dark, it's ugly. You face your shadows, you look at demons, okay? You really look at the devil. And so a lot of people take that for granted that, oh, I feel like I'm chosen and haven't been through anything. No, you're not, honey. You might have gotten called. You probably got called. It was time for you to take that spiritual journey, do that leap of faith, go through the trials of Job, and you saw that, what was coming, and said, nope, count me out. I'm not doing it this lifetime. I'm not ready. And there were those of us who did it. So, yeah, that's gonna be a big one tomorrow. So I hope y'all can tune in for that. It's gonna be 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be up. I'm gonna be there, and I got some more things coming. I'm excited about. So you guys make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share. We're growing. We're gonna get to 1K on this channel this month. This month, okay? So thank you all for joining, and heal those wounds, and don't hold on to ugly secrets that affect you for the rest of your life. Okay, y'all be great.